Hey everyone, Jack Birdie from the Schaefer Financial team here at CG Wealth Management. Continuing our registered account and registered plan series, this video is going to be about registered education savings plans, or RESPs. I'd like to make a note that this month's video aligns with our featured article for the month, which is all about RESPs as well. If you'd like to further your understanding and go deeper into the topic, I recommend checking that out as well. Let's jump in. RESP Overview. The RESP is a long-term savings plan designed to help you save for your child's education post-secondary or after high school. This includes things like apprenticeships, colleges, universities, trade schools, and more. Similar to a TFSA or an RRSP, you make contributions and then you can invest those contributions in things like stocks, bonds, funds, etc. to help your savings grow. By opening an RESP, it allows you to apply for government grants like the Canada Education Savings Grant, or CESG, and the Canada Learning Bond. CESG is a government grant that incentivizes you to save for your children's education. All families receive up to 20% of the first $2,500 contributed annually to an RESP. This equals $500 per child, with up to an additional $100 depending on family net income. The lifetime maximum CESG per child is currently set at $7,200. The Canada Learning Bond is additional payments by the government to RESPs of lower income families, up to a maximum of $2,000. Now, there's no annual limit for RESP contributions. However, there is a maximum lifetime contribution limit of $50,000 per child. Now, an effective saving strategy usually means starting early and contributing enough to maximize the government grant every year. A good way of looking at it is almost like an immediate 20% return just for saving for your kids' education. RESP withdrawals. Now, there's three components to RESP withdrawals. Number one is education assistant payments, or EAPs. Number two is a withdrawal of your original contributions. Number three is accumulated income payments, or AIPs. Educational assistance payments. Now, these include any grants from the government or any growth within the account. Now, when these are withdrawn for school, they're taxable in the hands of the beneficiary or the child that's taken the money out for school. However, given that the child is likely to be in a very low income tax bracket while they're in school, the benefits of receiving those grants and making those contributions far outweighs the potential tax consequences. Withdrawal of contribution. Any original contribution or principal that was contributed to an RESP can be withdrawn tax-free by the plan subscriber, or it can be gifted to the beneficiary or the child for their education tax-free. Accumulated income payment. Now, this is a payment usually to the subscriber of the plan of any growth in the account, assuming that the child did not go to school or that there's still money left over after the child has graduated. Accumulated income payments are taxed when withdrawn as regular income plus an additional 20%. So if your child does not end up going to school, essentially all of the grants from the government must be repaid. Your original contributions to the plan can be withdrawn tax-free, and any growth within the account will be withdrawn and taxed at your marginal tax rate plus an additional 20%. You may also have other options like leaving the RESP open for the future, replacing the beneficiary, transferring some of the assets into a registered savings plan, or closing the plan altogether. It's important to research the type of program that your child may be considering in the future to make sure that it's eligible for RESP grants and funding. This information can be found on the Government of Canada website. There are a lot of different aspects about RESPs, and it can be a little bit intimidating if you're not familiar with how they work. We encourage you to reach out if you have any questions or if you're considering opening one in the future. Take care.